Hi, and welcome to Space 6. So if you've gone through any of the other videos, then well done you, just to get a feel of what the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network is all about and the things that I have in store for you throughout the year. So this is not designed to overwhelm you or you're thinking, gosh, I've got so much to do. That's not the idea. So what I am going to do is share my screen with you, because that is what I've done the whole time. And talk about this space, and it's called the Movement Marketing Media Kit. It's movement and niche marketing, and I'll tell you why. I want to make it very clear that it's niche marketing or niche marketing, depending on where you are in the world. Because when we have a movement inside of us, it's like, no, I'd be quite blasé. It's like, I've got this movement, but I'm not really doing anything with it. And I talk about movement marketing in this space and what it is. But it is marketing, because we do and we focus in the Soul Legacy Academy on serving marketing. It doesn't feel like, oh, I'm marketing in my business, because we're focusing primarily on having a conversation, whether that's by video, whether that's via audio, when you strip out your video, the audios to your video, whether that's via text and you're transcribing your videos, whatever it is, or just on a video call. Because we're doing that and we're just showing up and we're just being ourselves, it's easy to think we're not marketing. Now, I give the definition of what marketing is, but when I was a Get Clients Now facilitator for the 28-day program, I was told that one, the money's in the follow-up, and two, marketing is just telling people about what you do consistently. And so when, as light workers, we think, oh God, I don't want to market, don't want to do my business, don't want to handle the money, but I just want to do my light work. That's fine. But if you're going to do your light work as a full-time job, you're going to be employed by your business, by your company, and pay taxes and register your business, then you have to market that business. Imagine Robin and I were talking one day. We talk every day, and we mastermind, and we were talking. We were absolutely wetting ourselves with laughter, really, like only on the phone. Like we just, I think it was it was by voice message. I don't even think it was over the phone, but we were just saying that, imagine that if you had a store, this is how we treat our business sometimes as light workers. Imagine opening a store, and then, let me just come onto the screen. Imagine opening a store, and then you're paying for that store, paying rent for that store. That's like your business, right? And then not putting any pricing on the shelf for anything, not really putting a product on there, just putting a half-baked idea on these shelves, and then paying out for it so much, like spending time building this store, making it all pretty, but never actually opening the door, never actually launching or like saying, hey, I'm open for business. That's not marketing. You're just sitting on the street, and your business is dying and hurting, and all the other businesses around you are thriving because they've opened the door. People have tried to get in, they're kind of looking, seeing you a little bit around, but you haven't fully opened the door. And then you've got to pay for this store that you're too fearful to open, too fearful to decide firmly, this is the product, this is the price, this is who this store's for. Every store that you've ever been in is for a specific person. So on Financial Freedom Sundays, I often refer to this, Rich House, Poor House. It's a TV program in the UK, and the Rich House is like in the top 10% of income earners in the UK, and they have a disposable income of say 1,000, 1,200, 300, £2,000 a week spare after paying everything else, and just not complete spare, like for their shopping budget, for their hobbies, and for their bills, that kind of thing, not spare. And the poor house, which is like Rich House, Poor House, you don't really want to use those words, but they go to the extreme, right? It really hits home. It's a beautiful program. And in the poorhouse, they have like maybe sometimes like less than £50 a week or £100 on average, maybe, to do the shopping and pay the bill, just really not living their best life, worried, stressed, their thoughts, their feelings. But the main thing is their weekly activities and their weekly focus is very different. Their jobs are different. Often their values are similar, but one has opted one way, family life, and one has made sacrifices. And I wanted to have both. So the reason why I say about the rich house and the poor house is because they're living very different lives. They're making very different choices, but you still live in a home. You still have to go to work. You still have to. So if you're going to build your business, which do you want it? Do you want to have in the rich house or the poor house? You're still going to have to do some kind of work. So do the work in the world that you want to do. So with your business, and we're talking about, like, not being able to afford to put the lights on, not being able to afford to do all of the things, and then asking other people in our household, hey, can you support me on this? I'm not willing to open the doors. I'm not willing to actually really make an income from this. Don't want to work in my job because, like, I hate being told what to do. I don't want to work for anyone else. I want to do this business. It's going to work, but we're so fearful. So movement marketing, you have to open that door, right? Be willing to receive the money and actually make a difference in the world. How are you making a difference to people when there's nobody in your store? You're just thinking about it, dreaming about it, thinking what could possibly be, but then turning away the people. So with the rich house, poor house, the point that I wanted to make was when they did their shopping for the stores that they went to, the supermarkets, the clothes stores, the furniture stores, the holidays, they shopped in very different places. So each store is for a specific person. Your store, decide who it's for, and then offer it to that particular person. There's a tribe out there waiting for you, and you know it, but they're waiting for you to open your doors and figure the stuff out. So when we do our light work, it's usually about something that we have figured out. That's what I tend to lean on. If you try and build your business around something you don't really know, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel like a fraud. You're not going to feel like you can do things like hands down, inside out. I know that I can support you in leveraging your business and leveraging your light work. And I know that I can support you in the getting clarity on your vision, and then putting, having the confidence step by step to actually execute on that vision and putting systems and strategies in place around your spiritual business. I know that I can do that because I've done that for myself. And I had a really big vision. I had to really break it down. So if your business, your spiritual business, is kind of like that store that Robin and I were like, oh my gosh, we've had our store exactly like that, when we don't want to have the pricing and we keep chopping and changing the pricing and what will people pay. You can imagine, like, oh, well, people pay this, they probably won't pay that. People pay thousands for jewelry, thousands for clothes. I'm telling you, the kids today, if their coat is like not £500, or like their trainers are like not £500, they're like, oh nah. Even when all of their other clothes do not match that £500 mark, it's like, yeah, whatever. If the kids can do that, then your tribe can pay for you. So people pay for cleaning. I cleaned homes. People pay to clean their home. They can pay you to help transform their life. I just wanted to say that because marketing is opening your store and serving. So movement marketing is opening your store for many people and really making a difference. And so movement marketing is talking about the culture, the values and the beliefs that you have that will connect with your audience. Now, I just watched 2 YouTube videos today on a similar topic, just about the same topic actually. And one happened to be a black woman, one happened to be a white woman. The white woman was all polished with lots of makeup on and a dress with like off the shoulder. She looked beautiful. And the black woman was in her car, and she was just like giving it. Both were super valuable, but I resonated with the black woman most, not because I wouldn't resonate with white woman, but because she just kept it real and it was my story. The other woman was focusing, she was speaking to the men about the topic and then the women. With the black woman, she was speaking to the woman. I don't think she was talking to the man really. She was, but Barry had watched both of them. He liked the white woman because she was softer. It was really hard for him to watch this particular video. I won't reveal the actual video, but it's a similar topic that I was searching for, but two very different people and two different people that would attract a different audience and different clients. So one would have a movement in one way and one would have a movement in another way. But either way, your movement, it's there designed to connect your values. So I'll talk about in guide 7 in the vision board challenge, getting really clear on your own values so that you can vibrate at that energy and really send that energy out into the world and visualize and actually act as if or think as if, feel as if, probably is the better word, vibrate at that frequency like it's done. So I'm in my office talking to a Logitech C920 or something camera with my ring light and my Mac and my blue Yeti mic and my little notice board and my world map on my wall where I think, yeah, I'm going to have so many of you from all over the world. I want to know where you are so I can put you on a pin on the map. I've done that before, but I'm starting fresh in this community. And I've got my pictures over there. I've got my incense. I've got my, what is this called? Apple cider vinegar, lemon, honey, and ginger. And then my couch over there with my little teddies. This was actually my coffee table. I've got pictures over there. I've got Darnell up here. I've got myself and my granddaughter here. I've got books. I've always got this Lightkeepers oracle card that reminds me of my son. There's things around me. I'm just sitting in my office in the UK on my own, talking to you ahead of time. So you're listening, you're watching, I'm talking to you ahead of time. Now you might think, yeah, but you really sound like you're really talking to me. That is because I'm visualizing you listening and receiving this message. And so as a spiritual YouTuber, you kind of got to get used to just having a conversation about the things that you're passionate about and imagining the difference that you're making to somebody's life. Once you've actually served a lot, then it becomes really easy. I still don't love camera. Everybody goes, you look so great on camera. You make it look really easy. I usually have a prompt, and that's why I screen share a lot. It's really helpful to screen share. It gives you a visual. It gives me something as a prompt. Then I go off script, of course, but it gives you a prompt. This is my way of starting my movement. So I won't go into all of the material here. However, there is a playlist. Actually, I haven't even put it in a playlist. I put it separately. That's cool because it's a challenge. And so day 1 of this challenge. And so I teach you to do YouTube challenges. This could easily just be called a series because it could be called a challenge, whatever. I don't know about you, but I want to come back onto the screen. I don't know about you, but I do not resonate. I was watching some training today. It was past training, but it's something that I still had access to. There's sometimes when I go back to access people's training and it's gone. I don't know if that's ever happened to you. Training that I've invested in, and I'm like, I can't log into the portal anymore. Like, I really wanted to go back and refresh. I've evolved. So that won't happen. You've got this. And so I was listening to this particular training, and I won't name who it was because it's just really valuable training. However, at the point where I'm at now and having come off the socials and focusing on my own private student community. And I couldn't think of anything worse than creating 5 posts to post on the socials, Facebook, whatever, in groups, in 15 groups, in all of these things, just thinking up of lots of content and then splitting up the content. And then I couldn't think of anything worse. I literally, it works if you work it. It's a lot of time. So I just watched another lady talking about, I went to actually go grab my summit playlist. And if I'd realized that this wasn't in a playlist, I would have probably put it in there, but I'm going to leave it as is. And she was talking about YouTube or podcast, which one makes more money. And she says that she has to do, she's well known, 20 hours of YouTube content creation a month and 10 hours on this podcast. Which one makes her more money? She clearly knows that the podcast is generating about $4,000 a month. And the YouTube, including getting thousands from YouTube paying her, I can't remember, a few thousand a month. I think it's maybe 4,000 a month, I can't remember, in ads and revenue and different things. And then the bulk of it coming from her business and affiliates. And she said, so that would mean, would you just do the income generating things and not do the podcast? And she says the reason why she does the podcast as well is because that nurtures her audience. Like, it's not, she does ads and different things, and the main traffic source is YouTube, then the podcast for traffic sources, etc. And I'm like, a lot of work goes into all of this content creation. And for me, my content creation, my video content, so this is a challenge that happens once a year, it's annually. So you think, why would you want to do that, Iona? Because I can set it. So this movement marketing media kit challenge and niche marketing, I did it once already. And it was brilliant. Everybody loved it. I used it as an ethical bribe. It was really great. I had co-authors in there. It was amazing. And I did it on Facebook. And then you've got to download, you've got to upload, you've got to do all these things. And so I have repurposed as I've decided to move fully onto YouTube. And now, rather than just posting it on the social, it was in the Facebook group, rather than just posting it or leaving it for students, actually posting it on YouTube, stripping it out to its podcast, so it's repurposed, plus it's content in this community, because people are searching for each of the pieces 7 times. I get to do the research. I don't know if I've done it on here. I get to do the research for niche marketing and niche marketing and movement marketing on YouTube. And people are searching for certain key search terms and a media kit and how to, on other social platforms, they're not searching. So the difference between a Facebook challenge and a YouTube challenge is, look, 673,000 people. So I've put these tags on my video, right? And that is what I'll be talking about. 673,000. I'm not saying I'm going to rank for that, but 673,000 people are searching for digital marketing. Now, I'm not just going to focus on, once I've created the video, let's see if it's ranked. I can run ads to that based on this keyword and do other keywords and other research. Niche market. I know the topics that I'm talking about, people want to hear and people are searching. Are they all my niche? No, but it's still views, it's still watch time, it's still generating that, and students can then go and watch it. Rather than it being on a platform or in a group or on Facebook and it's just sitting there. This is working for me all year round. Why would I take it down and restrict it? Whenever you're watching this, you get to go through that challenge and go through and give yourself a challenge. Go through at your own pace. I love it. And because I'm in the UK, I get to serve because I know that all of the time, especially Australia and India, our time zones don't always work. Let me just have a sip. So, niche market, just putting in niche marketing, brand strategy. What is niche marketing? Nearly 10,000 people searching for that. Niche marketing examples, niche marketing definition. Don't ask me why. So, spiritual business is one of my key ones. Movement strategy, advantages of niche marketing. Niche marketing. So the lower ones are the ones that you want to go and try and rank for. Movement marketing as an online niche marketing. 30 people searching per month. Spiritual business marketing, 10 people. That's 10 people per month. I don't even have my calculator. 10 people per month. So say 10 months of the year, that's 120 people that are actually searching for spiritual business marketing. Right? So online niche marketing. Online niche marketing is more broader, but spiritual business marketing, can I help 10 people? Of course I can. So 10 people a month is me putting my movement out there and creating a movement marketing and then inviting people in to come and work with me. So let's have a look at this spiritual business marketing and see who else is up there and using this exact key search term, spiritual business marketing. Guess what you'll see from me? There's 10 people a month. That's not great, but it's still 10 people, right? Do we go after the 673,000 or do we help the 10 people by creating a video that will last a lifetime and will probably get ranked up here? Won't get loads and loads of views, but it might help you, right? How to market a spiritual business. I want spiritual business marketing specifically. And then I'm going to look at other videos. She's put hashtags here. It doesn't actually, YouTube, the key search terms are not actual hashtags. You just put the words. And so this guy has got 1.7 million views, and I know that he does ads for this. So this is an actual ad. It doesn't come up as an ad right now, but this is an ad. I've watched it lots of times. And so then you would have a look. By the way, the reason that I'm getting to see this is because I've got vidIQ on and keywords everywhere. I've got the tools that I share with you in the Spiritual YouTubers from Scratch 5-day fast track movement marketing model. How to attract clients, how to advertise on social media. So Tyson Zana, I think his name is, it's 3 years old, and I've seen this in less than 3 years, and that's why it's got so many views. It stands out. So if you boosted with video and with YouTube ads and actually added different key search terms on top of that, then you're going to get ranked. So this is 2 months ago, starting spiritual business. Why now is the best time? This is very good for me, according to TubeBuddy. And then I would look it up. So I didn't intend to do this for that. 11. I didn't intend to do this for that. But the reason why we want to market our spiritual business, do a movement marketing and get a movement marketing media kit and niche marketing on YouTube is because people are searching for you. So let me dive into this one. So this playlist, The Science of Niche Marketing, a brand-fueled spiritual business movement marketing strategy, 7-day challenge. So spiritual business marketing is in the title, or would be in the title if I'd done it like that. But it's relevant to the person that would be searching that. And 10 people, like, how many people are actually coming to you? Do you have to DM? This is working for you 24/7 passively. So for those who wanted to market their spiritual business, I have this template. So I have this template for you, and there's full training when I do this. This is a Canva template, and you can use it for your media. This is a one-page media kit. I actually, when you search for a media kit online, lots of people don't even know what a media kit is. But there's a media kit. This is how much the media kits are. Shop now, Etsy. Let's just do images. 27,000 people searching for a media kit. Different ones, right? Different price points. I actually bought one. Can't remember which one it was. I bought one to see what was in them. It literally might as well have been the Canva thing. A lot of the media kits actually have, like literally, they have so you give this to somebody that you want to feature as in the media. And the more you build up your audience, the more about you. So she's got unique views, how many followers, how many subscribers on YouTube, fans on Facebook, how many followers on Instagram. So the more like followers and different things, or like a book or what have you can put on your media kit. There's different examples. So you could get ideas and do that. Key stats, rate card, audience, where they are, who they serve, her name, all the things. So if you don't have that, it's quite intimidating. So the way that I created my media kit, and I actually had, when I was doing this movement marketing media kit challenge, somebody actually emailed me with their media kit. I don't have it right now in my inbox, and somebody else had emailed me to say, do I want to feature? And it was just like divine timing. Sometimes I'll get them in my inbox as well. But somebody actually sent me a one-pager. We do more than that, and I base it from our media kit. We base it on YouTube and Amazon, your book, right? So becoming a best-selling author. And the other parts of the media kit, which I'll share in the challenge, is somebody came to me. I talk about joint vision partnerships, right? Being interviewed and being featured, being a guest, and finding a guest. And somebody, Sasha Sabbath, came to me when I was doing my 49 Soul Speaker Summit, and it was 49 plus. And I got the lineup, and I was like, how come you're approaching me, to be in the summit? I filled the summit, and she said, because it says 49 plus. And I'm like, yes, my kind of girl. She actually emailed me. She sent over her full portfolio with product images, topics. I didn't need the topics for my summit, but the topic, questions, all the rest of it. And I was like, I want to have a media kit like that. And I was like, oh, wow, it's just really phenomenal. So what I did was, this was years ago, and I'd always promised myself I'm going to do the same. So what I did was, on my site, I don't know if you saw that, Iona Meade's book and media tour. And so that is what I'll be focusing on, the media tour, and taking my book on a media tour. And I've just heard today that, I don't know if I put it up here. No, I haven't, and I will. Let me make a note of that before it slips my mind. So I am featuring in my. I don't want to just pretend I'm writing, because I do that and then I go, what did I think now? I'm going to put this sticky note on here on my map. So what I did, I got told today was that our book, my third co-author book series, which has been in the making for ages, and every time I came up with a featuring in a book series, it was in timing with what I was birthing. Now this came up, it was on social media today, it was on Facebook today, and I hadn't been on Facebook for months, and I happened to go on to connect my Insta to my page so I could repurpose and do buffer, because I was doing some training for you guys. And anyway, so Brenda Pierce, who is like the author of this, along with Sue Deng, she'd commented on my post from last year when I said that I'd written this, and I'm going to share actually in this space with you what is in there. And she said that we're launching in January, and I was like, oh wow! So I'm really excited. It's called The Secret Child: Life After Loss, and you guys know or may not know that the Soul Legacy Academy. I'm dedicating my work to my son, and that picture looks a lot like my son. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I'm going to mention it in this space. So hang on. So I go off on a tangent a little bit sometimes, but this picture. You see this? Why is it that color? I don't know. Let me see if I can do this first. They're really weird colors. I don't know if it's because of the daylight. That looks a lot like my son, which I found this card years after when the guy, Carl Gray from the Keepers that create the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck said, I was drawn to his program, and he said, look in the deck and see if you can see a family member. And I pulled that out, and I was like a bit tripped out by it, but that was it. So let me share again. All right, so I wanted to do a media kit and a media tour, which I'll teach you guys to do. So your bio, your pick, your free gift, your interview questions, your topics, and I have my free chapter in there, and then where I've been featured and where I will be featured. And so taking your book on a book tour, wherever it is that you want to be, is part of your movement marketing media kit and part of you putting your movement really out there. I mean, really, like totally being an interview bitch. So I talk about Lisa Nichols, and if you saw how many interviews Lisa Nichols said that she did, I think she said she did like 120 or 140 in a year. And you imagine we get the back end. Make sure you can see this. We get the back end of your spiritual business. If you've looked through any of the other videos in this space, I talk about scheduling everything out and it being there. And then so we can really get out there. So we want to have this stuff handled so that when we are being featured, things don't change all of the time. You don't want to be changing in all of your business, and you don't want to be posting all the time. I didn't want to do any of that stuff anymore. So this is actually a link to the playlist. So we go through, and then it's like extra watch time. It's a challenge. It's your own challenge, but it's on YouTube. So I will get that done. And then so this is what is in this challenge. So for an entire week, it's what is movement and niche marketing and the media kit. What is an author media platform? What is an authority media platform? What does an author and authority bio look like? How do I share my spiritual awakening story? Why choose interview, talking points, our article topics, and share your MMMK joint vision partner template. So I will have you share your movement marketing media kit down below on day 7, I believe it is. So part of this is the way that I make it even more of a challenge is we go live on the 3rd week of September annually. So again, back to my online calendar, Acuity can handle it. So there's only over 10 hours, 10 hours and 30 minutes of training for the week, right? And so you sign up. I don't think I've got any things on my form. So that's when the next one is, December 2022. So when you put your information there, you pay for it, right? So anyone on YouTube who says, and then I say, hey, go download your media kit, which you can pay for, and I do the call annually. Now people say, oh, get on my wait list until the next call, until I launch. You don't have to get on a wait list. You can go on a call list. You pay for it and go on a call list, and then you'll get an email sent out to you 48 hours before, 24 hours before, and 2 hours before, or I don't have to touch it. The only thing for this is that the next lot of say September 2023 is, depending on when you listen to this, the next time I can't put on here because it will show. So what happens is, let me show you. So I'll tell you what the dates are, what the exact dates are in the schedule, and they're on the online calendar. It doesn't matter, it will go anyway. So if I scroll down, so yeah, okay, MMMK dates. So 2023, Monday to Sunday, the 18th of September, 7 p.m. Right? And it will be, there's the link. And all I have to do is have my assistant, or I've done it so far, so you can, literally in Acuity, click the date reoccurring for 7 days, boom, it's done. That is it. So once this is over, just sit there for 5 minutes and set up the next one. But you don't have to announce anything, you don't have to alert anything, it's the same link. That's the power. When you're off doing a movement marketing media kit, that's the movement, because it's so consistent. It's not, well, what do I feel like doing now? You've got momentum behind your movement. September 2024. So depending on when you're listening to this, right? 16th of September till the 22nd. Okay. Season 5, the 16th of September, that should say 16th. You can see it there. 16th of September, season 5. Excuse me. Okay. Season 6, 21st of September. This took a really long time. I didn't delegate this. I did it in myself so I could visualize. Season 7, September 27. If I want to continue, I can, but I've committed to doing that much, right? I've committed. So if you need to know a day for the next one, you can't make it. Rather than, well, you have to wait a year for the live, but you don't have to wait a year for the challenge, right? That's flexibility. That's real life. Like, that's like, why would I shut my door to you and say, nah, you can't have the challenge? It's not recorded now, and I will record it. And as soon as I've recorded it, that's it. The only reason why it's not recorded now is because, funny story, not so funny, is when I went to go and do it and launch it from StreamYard into Facebook, it blocked me. It wouldn't let me do everything. And so, it blocked me from doing lives. It blocked me. It didn't actually block me for this challenge, I tell a lie. It blocked me that week, and I had a team crisis that week. But then when I started to try and do the live, it blocked me. And then we had the outage, and I was just like, I can't rely on this platform and there wasn't that much engagement. The posts weren't really going out. It blocked me sending out messages, invitations. It stopped me. So I was DMing, messaging my group, letting them know, and it blocked me. And I was like, I'm done. I'm just done. Like, I've given that platform way too much power. So now, I mean, I can schedule this out in Buffer and post it out on the socials. Have my assistant do that. And I can send this out in an email, right? And I can announce it. I can let you guys know. Do you know what I mean? I've already told you anyway, like, if you want to do it. And so one of the things that I want you to do is focus on building your movement and coming back to me every single year, and showing us how your movement has grown. That's accountability right there, right? Set a goal for your movement to be increasing and ever expanding. Now, on the YouTube from scratch, excuse me with the sniffing, my nose is like, I need another operation. So if you leave a review, you can rate this course, right? I don't know what will happen if I click rate this course. Rate the course, do a rating and submit your review. Now, if you do a review for this course, I will gift you a place onto the next live movement marketing. I'll gift you a coupon code. Right, I can see that you've done a review. I can give you a coupon code. You're a member, or I have my assistant do it. And there's another review, right? And so it's just so powerful. One thing leads into the next thing. So Tori Jo had said, if you haven't seen me say this already, this is perfect. And this review was there anyway before I decided to do this. And then I just saw it. I was like, oh, it matches. Because when I first did these challenges, I did do them on Facebook, and I did the Spiritual Vision Board Challenge, the 7 Freedoms Vision Board Challenge, and then I did the masterclass, then I did the MMMK, I believe, and I did the YouTube challenge as well, live. So I did the YouTube challenge, the MMMK, and the Spiritual Vision within about 3 months of each other, and everybody loved them. Now we've got them spaced out and they're doing, we're doing them properly. But she says, this is perfect for self-study. I'm able to take my time and set up everything. I never knew. And it's so Tori Jo's talking about the 5-day YouTube from scratch challenge. However, coming on to calls and things, I put on the intake form, do you have a media kit, etc. And she didn't know about a media kit. And she says, I can take my time and set up everything. I never knew I needed to make my media kit the best it can be for my vision. I love Soul Legacy Academy and all that Iona Meade teaches. I would be lost without this information. So, one challenge leads to the next, and the next. All of my content is related, and you want to have your content related and have it where people can actually pay and sign up or redeem. If you get a coupon code, you redeem the coupon code or an email. And I haven't actually seen how that works actually, so that might be the way to do it. If you pop your email in, you get it redeemed. That's pretty cool. So that is, the movement marketing media kit. They're the dates for that. And all of this is on our Google Calendar. So you don't have to remember. There's reminders on the official calendar. In the about, it says the PDF on the calendar. I didn't actually add this, but it will say add this to your calendar. The only thing with this calendar is it sends you all of my calls for everything. So you can do that or not. If you're in the mastermind, it's definitely worth doing that because it sends you for everything. And lots of people said, I don't want to miss any call. And that's how you don't miss a call. All right. You don't miss anything. So what is movement marketing? What is an author platform? What is an authority platform? What does an author bio look like? How to share your spiritual awakening story. That's what I talk about in your niche marketing. And then you share your template here under this in here. So add this template, add it. I don't know why I've not added Robins. I'll probably add Robins there just so I might have. Have I actually? Oh, I haven't. So they're the dates there as well, I think. Yeah, I put the dates there for you as well because I love you lots. So I can't pause this. I can't pause this to update, but I will update Robin's media kit on here. All right, and actually she might have changed it, so I'll let Robin update her media kit on there. Robin, when you watch this, update your media kit on there. I won't post it. She did share it with me, but we work constantly. We're constantly upgrading. I don't think mine needs upgrading. But yeah, so that is the movement marketing media kit. I really explain what movement marketing is, and I have a look at, let me just show you really quick this video. Oh, excuse me. On YouTube, hang on. I'm going to go on to YouTube and then I'm going to put This is really cool. This is worth sharing this with you. And that's subscribe. Movement marketing. The dancing guy comes up. If I have to put in dancing guy, let's see. Oh, please don't go slowly. Let's see. Let me put the dancing guy in. Is the dancing guy here? What I share on here. Let me put the dancing guy in. Literally, this guy does this dance. It's so worth it. And actually, I'm going to put it in here because I want you to watch it. It's brilliant. It's such a great move. What is movement? How to start a movement. Leadership lessons from the dancing guy. And there's 2 versions of this. Right. And I'm going to post both of them because it's such a difference. I'm going to post both of them. I'll post the longer one first because the perspective of it is that basically this guy, this dancing guy, does let me just post this in here below. He is at a festival and he's dancing, right? And I love it. He's at a festival and he's dancing and he's listening to the music. It's really out there. We'll watch it. We'll watch the shorter one and then I'll give you the thing of what's actually happening. And people start to join him on this in his dancing, and his dancing is pretty far out there. And then some people join him, and then some people think that's a bit risky. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to join in. I'm going to bow out. And then eventually more people come, and some people stick. And then some people are like, oh, I'll get kind of. You can see that they're watching the other people around them, and then eventually people stick with it. And that's kind of that movement, as in that leadership. And the leadership, he's doing the dancing far out and people are coming to him. But really, it's the follower that stays with him. So in terms of the leadership, you have leadership, but it's really your first true follower that sticks around. Now, I've had people that have been followers and I'm like, yes, great. And then they've gone when you think they're going to stick around and they haven't. It's literally played out like this. I'm like, oh, wow. And I call Robin my movement maker and she actually agrees. She loves it. Thank you, Robin. So you want to find a movement maker because that movement maker is the one that's the true leader. And they're going to have other people see, oh, it's okay. And literally the whole crowd join him. So let me click on this. Should I click on it from YouTube? I should have done, really, shouldn't I? Hang on. Let me click on it and do it from YouTube. It's so good. If it plays, I apologize.
If you've learned a lot about leadership and making a movement, then let's watch a movement happen, start to finish, in under 3 minutes and dissect some lessons. First, of course, a leader needs the guts to stand alone and look ridiculous. But
oh gosh.
What he's doing is so simple, it's almost instructional.
Oh, every time I move, it's not letting me do it. Let me sit here and play it. Sorry.
This is key. You must be easy to follow. Now here comes the first follower with a crucial role. He publicly shows everyone else how to follow. Notice how the leader embraces him as an equal. So it's not about the leader anymore. It's about them, plural. Notice how he's calling to his friends to join in. So it takes guts to be a first follower. You stand out and you create ridicule yourself. Being a first follower is an underappreciated form of leadership. The first follower transforms a lone nut into a leader. If the leader is the flint, the first follower is the spark that really makes the fire. Now here's the second follower. This is a turning point. It's proof the first has done well. Now it's not a lone nut, and it's not two nuts. 3 is a crowd, and a crowd is news. A movement must be public. Make sure outsiders see more than just the leader. Everyone needs to see the followers, because new followers emulate followers, not the leader. Now here come 2 more people, then 3 more immediately. Now we've got momentum. This is the tipping point, and now we have a movement. As more people jump in, it's no longer risky. If they were on the fence before, there's no reason not to join in
Watch
now.
this.
They won't stand out, they won't be ridiculed, and they will be part of the in crowd if they hurry. And over the next minute, you'll see the rest who prefer to stay part of the crowd, because eventually they'd be ridiculed for not joining. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how a movement is made. So let's recap what we've learned. If you are a version of the shirtless dancing guy, all alone, remember the importance of nurturing your first few followers as equals, making everything clearly about the movement, not you. Be public, be easy to follow. But the biggest lesson here, did you catch it? Leadership is over-glorified. Yes, it started with the shirtless guy, and he'll get all the credit, but you saw what really happened. It was the first follower that transformed a lone nut into a leader. There's no movement without the first follower. See, we're told that we all need to be leaders, but that would be really ineffective. The best way to make a movement, if you really care, is to courageously follow and show others how to follow. When you find a lone nut doing something great, have the guts to be the first person to stand up and join in.
Yes, I love that. That is what movement marketing actually is. And I've got to say this. I've got to show you. I think it does it a disservice if it doesn't do it justice if I just show you that. I've got to. This is what a YouTube ad is. This is what the creator, if I click on it, they get and buy or what have no, if I click on it, then they get a commission. So let me go to the beginning of this. I won't play it all. But at the beginning, it's somebody else's video in. And this guy's doing this presentation.
You know, a leader needs the guts to stand out and be
This is from a different angle.
But what he's doing is so easy to follow. So here's his first follower with a crucial role. He's going to show everyone else how to follow. Now notice that it's from it.
No, it's not that version. I'll have to find the version for you. I'm going to cut that one out. There might be 3 videos then, because I think it was a 7-minute version. And what happened was, it was minutes and minutes before the followers caught on. There was a few people that were dancing and they were being a little bit risky, and then they walked off. But the guy kept dancing, he was just enjoying himself. And then a few more and they walked off. So I will have a look and see. That is what a movement is. You notice he said, treat them like an equal. And it's not about you. Like so many light workers get so caught up in, this is my business, this is my store. Open the store. The store's not about you. It's about the service that you provide and the transformation that you provide for others. And let people come in and say, hey, I went into that store. It was really great. You know, I had this experience. Do you know what I mean? It's the experience that you're giving people. Somebody said to me, it's not the way that people, engage, it's how you make them feel. And so I've had many people over the years and recently say, she said that, it's how you made me feel. Like, I love listening to your voice when I send that voice messages. I won't be doing that now because unless it's in the Telegram or the Signal group, but not on DMs and things. But it's that connection, being willing to really connect and take time to connect with people. Hopefully that makes sense. And we've been on a long time, and Hopefully when this training does go live, I will let you know. We'll have a ball doing it. It's a lot of fun. It just makes speaking about your business a way of life. How many people do you know who have been interviewed? Just about everyone. How many people have been interviewed? How many people have their shows? You know, they have a podcast, they have a YouTube channel. And it's time for you to really utilize that vehicle of, you know, getting your movement out there, getting the back end of your spiritual business handled. That's why I say, don't go out and get featured. Oh, feature me. When you don't know where you're taking people, it's okay speaking, but you want to speak and have an offering, have that call to conversation to come into your world. Now, when I do my media tour, I've got all of the community, I've got all of these things in place to share with those that are interested. It's not going to be everyone. Somebody might just take something of what I've said and you know, that's transforming their lives. That's an honor and a blessing. Not all of the people that watch a YouTube video will come into your world, but at least you're ready. At least you're ready. So I challenge you to get ready. Find your movement marketing maker. If you haven't already, and if you have, really nurture them. Offer them the world. I literally have offered and I've gifted so much, very generously. I won't be doing as much because I've learned. But, you know, that's on other people if they don't take you up on it. But just being really generous with your services, I won't stop doing that. I love tithing. But I am here for you if you're ready to walk your talk. I don't give lip service. That's why I'm saying that. I don't give lip service to my goals. Recently, I've been getting that message and that guidance of people find it really hard to follow through and to have change and to set a goal and actually stick to the goal. So if I can support you in that each and every year, I think not just thinking, oh, well, you've got 7 days to do this in my window. So if that's September and it's not September now, it's like, oh, that's done. But you know, you having that opportunity all year round to do that because it's valuable for you. It's about my movement. It's not about me. It's not about locking things off and launching once a year or twice a year because the guru told you. It's bullshit. And I want no part of it. No part of it. In the Soul Legacy Academy is that launching, leading and leaving your soul legacy with ease, grace and flow. And with that, I want to say cheers to financial freedom. I shall see you in the next video. Big love. Take care. I shall see you in space 7 for vision boards.